I call this word sum a worked example of how the structure of this word works. What is the word that we're building?
Pleasure.
What does it mean?
When you're enjoying.
And do we usually say pleasure?
No.
How do we usually say pleasure?
Pleasure.
Pleasure. So the word is pleasure, and can somebody give me a sentence explaining what it means? My holiday was pleasurable. It's a pleasure to meet you. And you notice as you talk about this, something that's pleasurable is pleasing. I'll use language to draw those links right off the bat. But the first thing that we're doing when we're talking about a spelling is we're talking about what it means. Okay? Okay. So, what is the base of pleasure? Say again. You guys are ahead of the game. I told you yesterday, excellent, but I want kids to make the mistake because I want someone to say please so I can go, and then someone else says P-L-E-A-S-E. Okay. So the base of pleasure is P-L-E-A-S-E. Okay, excellent. Now, what is the suffix I'm adding to the base word please to build pleasure?
U-R-E.
Excellent. And you didn't say your, you said U-R-E. Is rewritten as, check the joints. At the moment that I finished the underlying structure, I drew this arrow, and what did I say as I drew it? Is rewritten as. So P-L-E-A-S-E plus U-R-E is rewritten as, check the joints. Because when you add suffixes to a base or a stem, there might be a change at the end of the base or stem you're adding to it. Okay? I had a great conversation with you about that language, right? Now, okay, the questions that we're going to learn to ask, is this a vowel suffix? Is U-R-E a vowel suffix? How do you know? How do you know? A-E-I-O-U. A-U sometimes Y. U is a vowel. So I look over here at the end of the base or stem. Is this the kind of base or stem that might have change?
Yeah.
It has a single silent E. How do you know? Say please. Do you hear that E? Okay. I'm making you prove it. Why? Because when you ask kids, especially at the beginning, they've got a 50-50 chance. They could easily just say, yeah, it's a vowel suffix, and not have thought about it. You have to make them prove it at the beginning. Okay. So here's the convention I'm going to teach you in a moment, if you don't already know. When you add a vowel suffix to a base or stem ending in a single silent E, you have to replace the E. So I mark that by drawing a line through it. Now, I've built the left side of my word sum, I've got my arrow, I've checked my joins, now it's safe to finish the spelling. Okay? And what I do, we do this all orally and in writing. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to spell what's here first, and I have to say everything that's here. I actually say this E and the plus now. So do that with me. P-L-E-A-S-E plus U-R-E is rewritten as, and now on this side of the word sum, I spell the surface structure of the word, but I announce the substructure of the word. And the way I do that is, I use this worked example of the substructure. Where there's a line through an E, I say, no E. Where there's a plus sign, showing the boundary between the morphemes, I announce that plus sign with a pause. It's like reading the word sum, and when I read each of the names of these letters, and I read that plus sign with silence. Okay? We'll do that again, and I write it as I say it. Are you ready? Here we go. P-L-E-A-S, no E, U-R-E. And that's how you spell pleasure. So we've already talked about the meaning. And I want you to get used to that kind of talk.